Okay, today we are with Jessi Marquardt with Enterprise Holdings. She's a talent acquisition manager, and we're going to be talking about what is Enterprise and what do they do, and it's more than just rental cars. There's a lot more to the business than probably what you already know. And so, Jessi, thank you so much for being here today.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, this is wonderful. So let's get right into it. So can you tell me a little bit more about Enterprise and where are some of the locations? What are the products and services? What are you all about?
Yeah, so what a lot of people don't know is that we're actually, our umbrella name is Enterprise Holdings. Mm-hmm. And as you can see behind me, we're not just Enterprise Rent-A-Car, but we're also National and Alamo. So with those three brands, we're actually the #1 transportation company globally in the world. So that's what a lot of people just look at Enterprise and I think just Enterprise Rent-A-Car, but National and Alamo, since acquiring them, it's been quite a few years, since 2007, since we've had them. So since we had them, we were able to take over the airport market, which wasn't something that Enterprise had alone. So it definitely has been a really great thing. And because of them, we were able to have branches all over the world.
Wow, that's fantastic. So are there opportunities where if a student wants to work internationally, would they have that ability to be able to relocate somewhere else?
It is definitely available. We tell people that usually it happens more once you move up within the company. I definitely had someone that I interviewed that was originally from Ireland. And I did tell him that usually, same thing, usually it happens while you are moving up within the company. However, once he was ready to become a branch manager, he saw that there was a branch manager position open in Ireland, and he went ahead and applied for it. He got it. Now he works in Ireland, which is his home country. So there is definitely a way to go into different parts of the country. I had another management trainee that she actually met someone that lived in Canada. So she relocated to Canada. As far as moving up within the company, one of my last regional vice presidents actually went over to Spain, and he's actually a general manager for that area. One of my other regional vice presidents went over to Germany. He didn't know any German at all. And this was during the National and Alamo acquisition, and he was able to go over and help out with that. And they were able to help him learn German as well. And one of my other regional vice presidents, he actually started Enterprise in Ireland.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. So definitely lots of opportunity. And how would you describe the culture of Enterprise Holdings, such as what are some of the benefits of working there, such as, healthcare plans, mentoring programs, affinity groups, and community involvement, and all the things that Enterprise has to offer?
There is a list a mile long of all the benefits that Enterprise has. Lori, I've been here now for over 18 years, and I'm always asked, why do you stay? Why do you stay? And there's so many reasons why. Of course, our benefits package, that's a mile long. I mean, we have all the health benefits you can think of. We have mental resource groups as well. As far as affinity groups, we have our employee resource groups. We have the LGBTQ group. We have the RISE group, which is, fighting for justice for anybody that wants to do that. We also have our parent group. Also that we do things in all of those groups to help our communities out. For example, all of our intern classes that we have for summer, fall, and in spring, we have a volunteer day. So tomorrow we're actually going to the Atlanta Community Food Bank, and we're doing that. I think it was in the fall. We went and did, we were at the urban farm of Atlanta, and we were able to do some farming as our volunteer work there. The company gives you 1 full day paid. You get to volunteer wherever you want, and we will pay you for that day. So we are super, super involved in our community. There's constantly volunteer events happening every single week here, which is one thing that I love. But not just that, but you asked about the culture. I mean, when I lived in Missouri, I moved to Arizona. I didn't know a single soul. And then all of a sudden I joined Enterprise, and I was surrounded by people that were very similar to me, that wanted a career, wanted to be successful, but maybe didn't know 100% where they wanted to be. And I was surrounded by people just like that. And I all of a sudden had 200 plus friends, and we had an event every single week. We would have karaoke night one week. The next week we would have trivia night. And we're still doing that today. Like, I mean, we had a karaoke night a couple weeks ago. They had a Braves night. They all went to the Braves. Next month we have an aquarium day. So we'll pay for all their employees and their families to go to the aquarium on a Saturday. Wow. So it is really, really amazing. And going from Arizona to Boston to now Atlanta, I've noticed that it is not just your coworkers, they become your family. And everywhere that I've moved has just been better and better.
Fantastic. That does sound like a lot of fun. I would love to have those kind of, I don't know, almost like a fun field trip kind of day, you know?
Oh, yeah. Always consistently. It's amazing. And we just 2 weeks ago we got the opportunity to work for Atlanta Trees, and they clean up the Beltline. So it was actually we got to do it with all of our families, and we all went with our families and got to get the kids involved in doing some volunteer work as well, which was really great. So it was a lot of fun. So we were always out there consistently.
Oh, very cool. That sounds, fantastic. And so in addition to that, I guess, what is it that you admire the most about working for Enterprise? You said you've been there for, 18 years?
No, over 18 years, yeah.
So to stay for that long, because it is unusual for people to stay with the same company these days, more than even a couple of years. So what has kept you? What is it that you admire the most about Enterprise?
Besides the people and, being able to giving the opportunity to help our communities out, it's also, we all go to college to one day become successful and, maybe make some really great goals, personal goals for ourselves that we want to reach through being successful at work. And Enterprise has definitely been able to provide that for me with the constant opportunities. So yes, 18 years with one company, but I've also lived in 3 states, and I've held a very variety of different types of positions, starting as a management trainee, going to assistant manager, and then becoming a branch manager, and then going into talent acquisition specialist, and then talent acquisition manager in 3 different states. It doesn't feel like 18 years. It has been broken up a lot by those different positions. I've worked at 20 different offices, different branches, managed several different teams, helped hundreds of people get promoted into different positions. I mean, it definitely has kept me going. It's never, ever, ever a boring position. We deal with the public. We're with, customers each and every day. And, for people that absolutely, like for me, that I love people and I love getting to know people. It has been so amazing, especially working at airport locations where you have people coming from all over the world and getting to know them. And it has really been able to fill my plate. And it makes it a place where, especially when you fall in love with the people that you work with, it makes it a place where you want to go every day and you look forward to it. And it's not just a job, and you're not, waking up in the morning just regretting your life and what are you doing? I mean, you're really having a great time. And that's one thing that's kept me here for over 18 years. I can't imagine being anywhere else. And it sounds very cultish, but it's 100% true.
No, that's fantastic. And I think everyone strives to find that place that they feel, like you said, almost, pretty much at home, and that you're happy to go to it, even if you don't want to consider it home, you're happy to get up in to go to work. And like you said, not drag yourself to work. And so to find a place that really supports you and, really works within the community and has a lot of different career opportunities as well. So that leads us really to our last question. How can students find out about all of these amazing career opportunities?
Right. So we do post our positions on Handshake. We also have our website, careers.enterprise.com. And it is a really great website because not only do you look up the locations closest to you, but you can find the locations everywhere. And like I said, we do have positions located everywhere. What I do recommend is just trying to find, one location that you're the most interested in, and not applying for a bunch of different locations, but maybe just one, so you can focus on that one. But we do have that position available all year round. There's not just specific hiring times that we have throughout the year. It's throughout the year, because we are only promoting from within. So what that means is we have 1 or 2 promotions, and then all of a sudden it's a domino effect, and we have to hire more management trainees so we can keep promoting people, which is great. So careers.enterprise.com is the where to go.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Jessi, for joining us today and sharing a little bit about Enterprise Holdings. And I'm sure we will have a lot of students checking out that website so they can see where they can grow their career.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.